Hello, friends. Welcome back to my vulnerability project. This is my third recording in this sharing series, and I'm going to give you an update today on what's been going on with me. Shit's been weird. I've been feeling pretty funky. So basically, I didn't want to record, and so I know I have to record because this is the whole point of not needing to be a certain way in order to share, allowing for the truth of my nature, my beingness, my authentic self to be enough, palatable, presentable to the world, and in kind, allowing for other people to know that that's okay for themselves too, because that is a part of my overall mission. And so I really didn't want to record because I've been the energetics right now and the cosmos, the astrology is backing this up. So I know that I'm not the only one going through this. So that's another reason I was like, I gotta record. Um, it's heavy. There's a lot of heaviness and funkiness in the air, and there's a lot of stuff coming up. So we have multiple planets in retrograde, more planets going into retrograde, and retrograde represents, I'm no astrology buff. I work with an astrologer. And so please don't ask me any astrology questions. But for what I've been taught, retrograde represents review. And so depending on the planet that is in retrograde and where that shows up in your natal chart, where that house is located, that's the area of your life that is in review. And a lot of stuff has been coming up for me. The energy has been heavy and it that makes me very tired. It makes me tired. I feel very introspective and I feel a little bit isolated. Like I just kind of want to be in my own shell, be in my own energy and have this very like slow kind of like cocooning stage. And I used to fight this and I don't do that anymore. And one thing that I want to say right away, my first update is that I actually feel super proud of myself and that I have not beaten myself up for this at all. And the thing that I want to share is that it's so easy for us, I think even more so as women, to kind of beat ourselves up for not being the same all the time. But the truth is that we are cyclical beings and nature itself is cyclical. So life is cyclical. And so I used to just really feel frustrated by the fact that sometimes I'm full of energy and then other times I'm not. But it's like, why? That is programming. That comes from the 9 to 5. That comes from this expectation that you start in the day, reset in the evening. And yes, men have that, the hormonal clock for men is 24 hours, or hormonal cycle for men is 24 hours, or hormonal cycle for women is, 28 days on average. And even for men, for all beings, there is still a cyclical nature in terms of like what are the circumstances of your life? How is astrology affecting you? What's going on in your relationship? What's going on in your life? You know what I mean? There's always going to be a cyclical nature, but we're very much taught as we're being programmed to be functional adults that we're just supposed to like be repeating this daily cycle. And it's not real and it's not true. And so I'm very interested in what's real and true in my life now. And what's real and true is this is a cocoon stage. This is a really sensitive time in my life right now. I'm feeling a lot, and a lot is being revealed to me. And I'm very okay with taking the time to give that review the attention that it needs because the truth is, this time will end and I will be into another phase. And I want to, the way that I formulated it for myself was, when you're super high vibe and you've got tons of energy and you're feeling crazy creative and like really energetic. And when we're in that phase, we never want it to end, right? It's like, let me suck this dry for all it's got. I had this moment where I was like, holy crap, let me suck this dry for all it's got. This cocooning stage. There are codes in here for me too. I want to also suck that dry of whatever that has to offer me. I don't want to bypass it wishing to be somewhere else. If I'm here, there's something in it for me. The universe makes no mistakes. And so there's something in this for me. And by golly, I will not let it pass me by. So I've been really sinking in to what's being asked of me energetically, and that's been a lot of space and a lot of quiet. And of course, just like when you soak all the dishes after Thanksgiving dinner, all the gunk has been coming to the surface. And so bless me for having my own back and preparing myself for giving myself the self-care that I need because stuff has come up. Some stuff has come up. And I want to share with you guys the ways that I've been supporting myself through this kind of cocoony, lower energy, sensitive phase. And I know I'm sure a bunch of people can relate right now, and we have two more retrogrades coming up mid-July to August. Wait, yeah, it's we're in it. Sorry, we're in it, and I think it's like another 2 weeks or so. Anyway, so what I've been doing is I have this um totally just had a brain fart. I have this process that I do in the morning, and I call it my morning check-in, and it involves having a conversation with my parts, like my internal parts, and that's an internal family systems terminology. So basically, speaking to the aspects of myself that are with me in the morning, like is anger here, is frustration here, is anxiety here, is anything that is not the eight qualities that are like pure self energy. And those eight qualities are calm, curiosity, compassion, clarity, confidence, um, courage, connectedness, and creativity. So anything outside of those eight C's is a part. And so I check in with myself every day so that I can know who's in the driver's seat. And then I have a conversation with my inner child. And so that's part of my daily routine. But what I've been doing is really focusing on the inner child part. And the reason I've been really focusing on having a conversation with her is because I feel like she's very deeply connected to my soul. Like, she is like this, like, very precious part of me that is very much connected to, I think, like, the earliest desires that I've ever had. So I believe those are really close to my soul desires. And I get a lot of wisdom from her. She kind of cuts through a lot of bullshit for me. And so I've been spending time having a conversation with my inner child, and I've been asking myself, what do I need or what do we need today? Today. I've been specifically asking, what do we need today? Because I find that when I'm in a stage like this, when I'm in a high vibe stage, it's like I can wake up and I know exactly what I'm going to do because my body's taking me there anyways. I'm like, let's do this. And it's like, you can't stop me. But when I'm in this stage, when I'm in this phase, sometimes I'll wake up and it's like, what do I do? Like, who do I need to be? Where do I need to be? Can I cancel everything? Like, how this is the phase. It's like, what decisions, huh? There's too much options. There's too many. Like, and so to reduce decision fatigue for myself so that I can really care for me, I will spend more time with my inner child and I will ask her for us, what do we need today? And truly, the answer has been different. Every day it's been different. And so it just, shows that like there is a part of us that always knows what we need, but if we don't ask, we're not always able to listen. And so that's been really healing because some days I've needed to pretty much cry all day. All of the third, what's today? Friday? Most of Wednesday night, evening, probably from about 6 o'clock until like 10 p.m. I cried. And it was what I needed. I let myself just bawl my eyes out. That's what we did. And I journaled a bit, and other things that have been coming up a lot is needing a lot of meditation. It changes, you know. I worked out quite a bit this week, so I needed to really move my body and quite like rigorously. And then there was a day where I just did these like stretches and mobility for my joints. So it's been pretty random. Taking the dog on a different kind of walk, sitting out in the backyard. Um, one of the days, like I was, something in me needed like water. So I did like this whole shower ritual. So what do I need today? I've been asking my inner child, and it's been really, really helpful to not overwhelm myself, but also not neglect myself and try to just do what I think I should be doing rather than what I actually need. Um, okay, the second thing that I've been doing that's like absolutely freaking phenomenal that I was taught by my mentor, and she calls it vent in the evening, reflect in the morning. And basically, I will rage on the page in my journal in the evening, everything raw, unfiltered, putting it all out there, dropping all the F-bombs and the C-bombs, and just saying everything about everybody that I feel, and like no judgies, letting myself tantrum on the page. And then in the morning, I review it, and it is so releasing. It is so healing. I'm able to like laugh at myself. I have so much compassion for all the parts that came through that needed to share, but I also find codes. I find codes and I find themes. And one of the themes that have come up for me over this past couple of weeks where I've been in this mode is, where do I make myself a victim? Like that theme has been coming up where I am literally taking away my own power. And I'm putting myself in a position, and this comes is coming up a lot like in my relationship with my husband, where I'm almost I'm setting myself up to like be in this like victim mode. And so I had to really ask myself, like, what are you getting from that? You know? And I won't go deep into it on this one, but it's really this comfort zone a little much. There's a comfort zone around certain stories. And one of the stories that I have is that I'm energetically needed by people in more ways than I'm able to provide. People need a lot from me. And I've changed that story a lot. I've come a long way. But where where Source provided me the opportunity for the greatest healing, and where Source provides us all with the greatest opportunity for healing, I think is in our partnerships, because it brings it like your wounds are always going to be reciprocal. Your person, your perfect match on this planet has your reciprocal wounds. And it's because you've called each other to help each other heal. And so I push all his right buttons and he pushes all my right buttons. And those are all opportunities for me to step into my higher self, to release old stories, to release this wounding. And so when I rage on the page in the evening and then reflect in the morning, I catch it. I catch the bullshit. I catch the story. I catch my little girl. I catch when I'm in like baby mode, you know? Um, And it's been very, very, very helpful. And it's also been helpful to provide some lightness in this heavy energetic time because we got to laugh at some shit. You know what I mean? The third thing that I've been doing is expressing myself. And that is like by voice. So when I say I didn't want to record, I didn't want to record like officially for YouTube like this. But I have been pressing record every single day and just letting it fly. Just releasing very much not like rage, like not just like purposefully like letting out all like negative emotion and stuff like that, but more just like opening my mouth and seeing what comes out. If you're not a verbal person, like this would be like you painting or singing or whatever is like your form of expression. For me, it's really speaking. And so I've just been speaking. And one of the beautiful side effects of this is that some of those videos that I've recorded, I actually loved. Like, I actually turned out to love them, and they were full of codes and they were brilliant. And I've been using them for my social media. So I've just been letting myself express messy, and I've really surprised myself on how brilliant some of it is, how brilliant I am, and the release, like it, my heart feels so much lighter. My heart feels so much lighter. My heart feels so much more connected to my purpose and my mission when I'm just letting myself express and create every single day. And so I've been doing that, even if it's 3 minutes and all the way to like 15 minutes, 30 minutes. And then the final thing that I've been doing to support myself during this time is it's more of a mindset. And it's similar to what I said in the beginning of the video, but like I'm not making myself wrong for being cyclical in nature. There's nothing wrong with you for being cyclical in nature, and there's nothing wrong with me for being cyclical in nature. As long as I am in full radical responsibility for myself, for my emotions, for my behavior, it is 100% okay, normal, fantastic that I'm moody sometimes, that I feel sad sometimes, that I need a day to cry sometimes, that I need to scream sometimes, that I need to punch pillows sometimes, that I need to sleep more than usual, you know? It's more than okay. It's me. It's me. And so I've just been really allowing myself to understand the rightness of my cyclical nature, and all is well. And there's beauty in this, and there's lessons in this, and I've been really embracing everything that's coming to the surface and asking for my attention in this time. And then on top of all of this, the beautiful gift that I realized from this is that by supporting myself in this way in a challenging time, it actually is success. So success is my signature in human design. As a human design projector, my signature is success. There is a signature for every type. So for a manifestor, their signature is peace. For generator types, their signature is satisfaction. For projectors, it's success. And for reflectors, it is surprise. And so what I realized, success from everyone and every single individual human being, no matter your type, you know what your signature feels like for you. It's not the same for everybody. But success for me is a number of things. Yes, it's like financial success. It's success with, like a client win, or success, at my job. It's success in my relationship. It is all my relationships. It also shows up in ways like the way that I'm eating, like treating my body, um, moving my body, feeling good in my body. I feel success when I put together a really amazing outfit. I love self-decoration. I feel success in when I'm able to really be present in my body and notice things like how gorgeous the sunrise is and capture it on my walk to the bus in the morning. Like success shows up in so many different ways. And one of the ways that I realized through this time is that in a downtime, when I'm having a challenge and I support myself through it beautifully, that's freaking success. And so I literally have like no energy. I'm crying all the time. I'm raging like crazy on the page. I'm having to review like wounding from childhood. My husband and I bumping heads in our reciprocal wounds, and I feel successful about it. Like, can't really ask for much better, you know? I think life would be very boring to be one straight line of the same thing. And so I'm really proud of my ability to appreciate every single aspect of my life experience, no matter what it is. So that's my update. That's where I'm at. There, I wasn't going to tell you guys this. Okay. I'm going to tell you. I'm not going to tell you the handle. Okay, so here are some other updates that are wins. One, I started a challenge with myself to really take this vulnerability project and authenticity to the next level. I was challenged to start a TikTok. I'm not telling you what the handle is. I really want to just start it like totally fresh, raw, not knowing anybody, so I don't want any like pity follows. I want to seriously just do this thing crazy and like no filter. I'm just speaking. Like Chry is spilling the tea. That's what it is. And I've been having a lot of fun. So, and I have to post daily. Oh my God, right? So I'm literally posting daily on my new secret TikTok account, and that's been awesome. And so remember when I told you guys that like it turned out that these videos that I've been making, like some of them are really, really good. They're going on my TikTok. I've been eating really well, and I don't know where the inspiration came from, but I think it's from all this like success hits that I've been feeling in this project and being there for myself and in carrying myself through this through the authenticity. Like it's just inspired me in a way to like take care of myself all the way through inside to outside. And so I've been really on top of my meals, and I went back to a stage that I was in a couple of years ago where I was just like, oh my God, I was like having so much fun getting creative with my meals and like cooking really beautiful high fat meals and meal planning. And I just started again, and it's been going beautifully. And what an amazing side effect is that I've been losing some weight, and I'm so happy about that because I gained 25 pounds in the last like 2 years, which is like more weight than I've gained in my entire adult life. I've always been a very small person. So, random side effect is I've just been getting healthier, looking better, loving that. And I also, I'm telling all the secrets. I'm creating a course. Okay, so I'm creating a course. I don't know if I mentioned that to you guys already. In all this inspiration, one of the things that I've wanted to do that I haven't been giving myself permission to do is there's a course that's on my heart. And so I've been creating the course, and I've created the first module, loved it. I created the second module, and here's another example of how I'm so proud of myself with the way that I'm carrying myself through things. I hated, hate is strong. I did not like the second module. And guess what? I felt absolutely no self-pity, no anger, no self-berating. I was like, okay. I'm I re-listened to it, I re-watched it, took notes on parts I like, thought of the things that I wanted to add, reworked it, like rewrote out the treatment of how I want to do it, and we're gonna record again. And I don't give a shit how many takes it takes. I'm having so much fun. Like my soul is creating this course. And it feels freaking amazing. And I absolutely love that I'm not hating myself. I'm actually feeling proud of myself for the way that I am going through this process of like basically failing at module two. So that's been really, really awesome. And I've had a couple of beautiful breakthroughs with myself around trusting in my innate inclinations. I kind of had this breakthrough in terms of things that have been coming up. One of the things that came up for me through these retrogrades is realizing the association that I have with money and being in trouble and felt like often wrong as a child. And so there was a part of me that had associated that anything that is like my innate, like feels like natural for me to do, it's probably going to turn out that I'm going to be in trouble for it. And so when I had this like calling to do this course, and honestly, everything that I'm doing here, everything that I'm creating here is from this calling. I didn't realize that the child part of me was like is afraid that at any moment I'm going to be told I'm wrong. And so when you attach that to money, when you attach that to people investing and working with me, that's not receiving energy. And so through a series of amazing events that always seem to happen to me, I ended up having this phenomenal conversation with a good friend of mine who is a money coach. And it turned into a coaching session between us. That's not what we were supposed to be having a chat. And we just got deep on some shit. And there you go with Mercury retrograde. Not only sometimes, it's not like communication is just like fucked up, or it's just like things are breaking and things don't get through. Like most of this retrograde, I haven't even been able to find words to use. That's why like recording this video felt like insane. I've been having a hard time even finding words to use, but also you end up sometimes in directions that you didn't know that you were going to go in. And this turned out to be the best thing ever. And we went deep into some childhood stuff, and I realized that association. And it's huge. And it brought a lot of tears, but it also brought a lot of relief because I love that part of me. Like the part of me that got in trouble so much as a kid, I love that part of me. And the main thing that we broke through is that it wasn't there's something innately wrong with me. Like my child self made that conclusion, but it was the appropriateness of the timing. So it's not that you're not supposed to be fun, it's that you're not supposed to be laughing and jumping around during class while the teacher is teaching. It's not you that's wrong, it's the timing, the appropriateness, the maturity. So what is okay on the playground is just not okay in the classroom, but all of it got turned into like I'm just wrong. But I'm a grown up. I know the appropriateness. I have maturity. I'm one of the most mature people that I've ever met. So that needed to be upgraded inside of me. It was still the little girl part of me, like holding the purse, holding the bank card was still the little girl part of me, like, whoo, you know, rather than like, no, we're not innately wrong. And all those fun, wild, crazy aspects of you are amazing and they're welcome here because you know the appropriateness of things. And so that felt like a major breakthrough for me. And she gave me some beautiful further journal prompts. I'm doing affirmations. I'm playing a game with the universe, and I just felt the receivership channel opening more and more and more. So that was an amazing win and an amazing breakthrough and all of this in like a very challenging, energetic time. Okay, so that was a lot more than I thought. See? You see this retrograde shit? Like, I didn't expect to say all of that shit. Okay, that's it. Vulnerability project number 3. Major takeaway. We're all cyclical beings. Give yourself a freaking break. All right, I'll see you in the next one.